Hi, it's Lindsay. I pulled for, I'm doing a Cancer Collective love reading, and I pulled the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is for past energy, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, and I'm going to have clarification for each one of those. For past energy, for Cancer Collective, and the love. Can we clarify the Five of Pentacles reversed, please? If this is past energy, they had, especially for love, they were coming in with a love offer, a cups offer, but they're guarded. They're guarded, and they're having some type of slow recovery from something. Can I get a clarification for the Five of Pentacles reversed, please? That deck does not want to speak. Can I get clarification for the Five of Pentacles reversed, please, Spirit? Thank you. Akashic Records. Alright. Private photos came in reversed. Away from sensitive eyes. Secrets kept hidden. Meaningful but private only to only self or other. Let me just clarify. Should I take private photos in reverse? Okay. Maybe in the past energy for Cancer Collective, you're in some type of recovery period, or you were in a recovery period, but you're very guarded. But at the same time, in the past energy, you wanted to make an offer, a lofty offer. Away from sensitive eyes reversed. Secrets kept hidden. Maybe you're worried. You're worried maybe that it needs to be kept hidden, but it won't. So that's why you're a bit guarded, possibly. Can we clarify the Nine of Wands, please? Clarify the Nine of Wands for the past energy in the Cancer Collective love reading, please. Nine of Wands. Okay, vibe check and domestic servant, of course. All right. Spirit, should I keep vibe check? Should I keep domestic servant? Should I keep domestic servant reversed? Okay. So the Nine of Wands is the guarded, overprotective. So in the current energy, you're feeling a bit exhausted, and you're kind of just in a suspended state, waiting, guarded, overprotective, checking out to see if someone is legit or not. So you're just in the background, just waiting to see if this person that you wanted to in the past give a Knight of Cups offer to, you're kind of just waiting to see if this person is a vibe. And you're very guarded right now. And we have the domestic servant card here. Overlooked contributions, essential support that might not be recognized or appreciated. So maybe you're keeping an eye on somebody that is typically overlooked, or you don't want to overlook anything. So you're just really waiting and watching and checking out to see if this person will match the vibe that you're looking for in a love offer. or a relationship. So if that was the, oh shit, that was all the past energy. That's not the present energy. Sorry, I'm not really good at these. Okay, so now I think we should pull some cards for the present energy. I'm going to, I'll keep all those out. For Cancer Collective in the present energy, I might have got that a little mixed up, but oh well. For Cancer Collective in the present energy, sorry, go up here. That's it. And we have a kitty cat. So, for Cancer Collective in the present energy, for love and relationships. Sorry, I'm just not cut out for this. Can I get 2 cards, please? All right, we have Ace of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Lovers at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands, communication at the top, but we're not going to take those. Ace of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. Can we clarify? Thank you. 4 of Cups, reversed. All right, so you have, you're coming out of hiding. You're in a headspace of wanting a new challenge, and you're juggling on how you're going to come out of hiding, and come towards this person. So let's pull some clarification from the Oracle deck. All right, can we get a clarification for the Ace of Swords, please? Frenzied follower. So either this is you or them. So this conquest, this, you find somebody, you're finding, you're finding this person that you've been watching, very intellectual, deeply intellectual, and obsessively following a person, trend, or idea without question or considering consequences, and it could be chaotic. So you've been on the hunt, or just watching the vibes, checking the vibes of this person, and it kind of has you maybe in your head a little bit. You're like, I think I'm going nuts. I need to balance this out a little bit. But I think you're being asked to come out of hiding. Like, the universe wants you to shit or get off the pot, basically. So can we get a clarification for the 2 of Pentacles, please? Let me get this deck. Can we get a clarification for the 2 of Pentacles, please? Shit or get off the pot. I like that one. Instant chemistry. New connection feels like fate, inexplicable connection, intense attraction from the start. So you're trying, I guess, to balance how to have a deeply intellectual relationship that is making you feel obsessed. Like, it's this, watching this person and trying to figure out who they are and if you can trust them, and wanting to offer them a cup offering, a Knight of Cup coming in, with romantic offer. You don't want to just be obsessed. You want it to be a balance of romance, instant attraction, instant chemistry, which I think is a good thing. You're taking your time. But Spirit's asking you to come out of hiding with the Four of Cups reversed. Can we get a clarification for the Four of Cups, please? Can we get a clarification for the Four of Cups, please? Let's get a clarification for the present energy and the Four of Cups. Okay, acts of kindness, small gestures of love create big impacts, uplifting and supportive ripple effect that spreads hope. So come out of hiding and give that person even just a small offer, a small gesture of the love that you have within you, Cancer. Cancer, you're full of it. You are deep and emotional and drip. Fuck the Knight of Cups. Become the King of Cups. Just overload that person, because if they're making you feel this way, then they probably have that instant chemistry. Well, they do. They have that instant chemistry with you already. There's a reason why you're a frenzied follower of them, because they give you the intellectual stimulation and they're fucking hot. You're instantly wanting to bang them. So just give them an act of kindness and come out of fucking hiding. Stop being this dude. Ooh. Yeah, you know what the fuck to do. You're a fucking Cancer. All right. So let's read the future energy for Cancer and their love life. Spirit guides, Akashic records, can we tap in and have a peek of the highest timeline for Cancer, the Cancer Collective? If they take this advice in the present energy and act upon the chemistry that they feel with this person and not just be a frenzied follower, what's the outcome? What is their person's response gonna be? How will Cancer feel? King of fucking Pentacles, dude. I can't make this shit up. Empress at the bottom. And Justice at the top. Get the fuck out of here. And Six of Cups with the memories. And the Empress and the Hangman. Yeah, your lady is just hanging out, waiting for you to say something. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, Jesus. All right, can we get another card for the future energy for Cancer in love if they take the current card's advice of just getting off the pot, basically? King of Wands. Okay, so you need to take leadership in this action, or this could be her energy. King of Wands is passionate and the King of Pentacles is provider. Be a passionate provider to this person that you're into with an act of kindness. Maybe that's what the spirits are saying. You know, give this person the security that they would undoubtedly want, and the passion, the security and the passion. And we have the Four of Wands. It did come in reversed, but I'm going to clarify that. Should I take the Four of Wands reversed? The pendulum's saying no. The Four of Wands upright, celebration. And traditionally, the other tarot readers say this is a card indicating marriage. So, you know, you're gonna have success coming in. We have the Fool at the bottom, which is just take that leap. Take that leap. You know, narrow down on an option. Don't just leave it all hanging, I guess. I'm gonna pull some clarifications. Can we clarify the King of Pentacles, please, for the future energy and Cancer love reading? Look at the cat. Isn't he amazing? This is King Arthur. He's a King of Pentacles. He's the king of food. Amazing. Can we have a clarification for the King of Pentacles, please? Okay, we had 2 pop out, so let me check. Should I keep mirrored souls for clarification for the King of Pentacles? Should I keep false accusations? All right, mirrored souls. Connecting with someone who reflects your true self, seeing you in someone else. So this person that you have been a frenzied follower of, you've been watching this person and probably studying them. It's a mirrored soul to you. It's like you're seeing yourself, and this is where the vibe check needs to come in, and you need to realize that there's a reason that you're feeling this instant chemistry with this person. Doing the act of kindness will, it's like you helping yourself. And when this is paired with the King of Pentacles, I'm interpreting it as, you know, this person that you're after wants somebody who's dependable, a provider, a businessman. And, you know, maybe that person in their even feminine energy can still show up with providing you things that you need. You'll never know if you don't come out of hiding. Come out of hiding with the 4 of Cups reversed. You need to come out of hiding. This person possibly doesn't even know that you exist because you're just watching. So come out of hiding and provide an act of kindness, you know, some type of uplifting support, so that you guys can come into union and have a really beautiful relationship. All right, can we get a clarification for the King of Wands, please? Let's get a clarification for the King of Wands. Can we get a clarification for the King of Wands, the Cancers? Did you see that? Ignored red flags. Okay. Refusing to see the truth, makes up excuses, blinded by love, wears rose-colored glasses. Good at communication. So, ignores red flags. Good at communication, honest, passionate. You know, maybe maybe in the past you have refused to see the truth about people, and have been blinded by love, which is why you're more cautious, which is why, you know, if Spirit is telling you in the current to come out of 4 of Cups energy, it's because you've been in 4 of Cups energy. You've been just waiting there, not seeing this offer of love. You want to give the offer of love, but, you know, you've been just watching, and that's fine. Everybody pursues things in their own time. So I guess Spirit is just asking you to maybe sit back in that King of Wands energy and, you know, take an assessment of everything that you've gathered on this person and see if this person's actions and past, if there's too many red flags for you to proceed. I think Spirit wants you to look at this from all angles. You know, judge this person as a mirrored soul of yourself. Did this person have a checkered past? Probably, if you pick them and they're a mirrored soul. No shade. There's a rose on this flag here, and I think that that's kind of significant. Roses, rose stems have thorns, you know, they're beautiful, but they can hurt you. And, you know, maybe that's why the Four of Wands initially came in reverse, but Spirit told me to take it upright, because you want to do your homework. You have been doing your homework, I can see. You want to make a wise decision. The King of Wands is somebody that I think would, you know, make a wise decision, right? Action and creativity, activity, growth, vision, energy, enthusiasm, enterprising. You know, yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. So let's clarify the Four of Wands, please. Can we get a clarification for the Four of Wands for Cancer's love reading? Gatekeeping, controlling access, determines who's allowed to participate or belong, entitled to set rules. You guys have some intense fucking energy. All right, so prosperity, harvest, success, familial bliss, marriage, stability and peace, balance, harmonious, settle down. Gatekeeping, controlling access, determine who's allowed. Again, I think Spirit is really wanting you to see, does this person that I'm after, this domestic servant who seems to be a vibe, if they're allowed access, you know, which could result in the Four of Wands and a marriage, a relationship. It's a peaceful life. You could have a peaceful life with this person, but you know, it's up to you to figure that out. I'm being called to the Yin and Yang deck. I haven't used it in a while, but I feel like it's gonna add a little more clarity to, especially the future energy. It seems a little optimistic. Can we get a clarification for the King of Wands and ignored red flags for Cancer's love reading? Feminine energy, intuitive, nurturing, creative, wounded, insecure, victim. Okay, so the feminine energy that you have been watching, or assuming you're a male watching this, if you're a female, roles reversed, whatever. This could be you or your person. I guess I'm gravitating more towards wounded, insecure, and victim. This person that you're watching, or you're extremely intuitive, you're extremely nurturing, and in a relationship you could probably in a way lose yourself, which is why Spirit is saying in the present to maintain balance, because the chemistry is there. You're already a frenzied follower of this person. You're already a mirrored soul of this person, but you know, you need to balance the yin yang. This person might be your yin, you need to be their yang. You need to make sure that they're not coming into the relationship wounded, insecure, with a victim mentality, or you're not entering into the relationship with a victim mentality. You know, maybe Spirit's asking for healing to be done before before you could propose a Four of Wands type of relationship and happiness. So just, yeah, try to watch out for that. Can we clarify Four of Wands and gatekeeping, please? Mars, hot. Okay. Passion, lust, anger, attraction, vitality, action. There's a lot of energy that you feel towards this person. You know, this person, some of the things that you have, some of the things that you've maybe gathered, like by watching this person, has made you feel all of these feelings. You know, maybe a little hot-headed at some of the stuff that you found, or some of the stuff this person has said, or but there's like this attraction and something that just keeps pulling you back in with the attraction and the instant chemistry. So again, I feel like you want to make sure that this person isn't a red flag. They're not coming into this union with just sexual energy, that they're coming in healed. They're coming in healed so that this isn't gonna be like a lot of fighting, a lot of bickering. There might be things that, to make this relationship work, you have to compromise. You have to discuss things in full. Otherwise, it could just be something that fizzles out. You know, passion or lust. Lust, you know, doesn't stick around forever. People get sick of people. Maybe I'll pull one more before I stop. Can I get a clarification for passion, lust, gatekeeping, and Four of Wands, please? The Cancer's future of energy. South Node, comfort tone, resistance, fear of the new, changing to old ways or situations. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Spirit is asking you not to get fully, like, not to enter this relationship only with lust energy. Don't ignore red flags. Make sure that both of you are freaking healed, that you're not coming in with problems from past relationships, from insecurities, and that you can't just be all sexual or all emotional, because that's going to be overwhelming to either party. There needs to be a balance, and you know, to get over the resistance that you're feeling about letting them in, because you're gatekeeping something right now. You're gatekeeping that marriage offer, the settle down offer, this peace and stability offer. You're gatekeeping that because you don't know if this feminine energy is wounded or if you're wounded. And you don't want to fall back into karmic patterns. You don't want to cling to the old ways or situations that you've always repeated in relationships, because that can be energetically draining, and who has fucking time for that? You know, especially if you're the, was it the King of Pentacles? Was that in this reading? Yeah, you're the King of Pentacles. You're a businessman. You're busy. You don't have time to fuck around. You know, you want something. You've been watching this person. You've been checking them out. You know that this is something that you're interested in. So you don't have time for nonsense. So basically, Spirit's asking you to not go into this new situation with past energy stuck to you. Like, do some cleansing, spiritual baths, whatever. When I said that, it was 30 and 3 seconds on the clock, 30:03. So, 30 minutes, 3 seconds. I don't know how to say that. Don't come into the new relationship, or don't bring past negative old ways, clinging to old ways. Don't bring that into the future of this relationship, because that is definitely going to possibly make somebody feel insecure and be in a wounded feminine energy. And then, yeah, that's just gonna raise a bunch of red flags, and I don't think it's gonna turn out that well. So anyway, thanks, I guess.